Hello, first graders. I cannot believe that this is our last week of school. Are you so excited for summer? Well, you are officially almost a first grade graduate. So, what I want to do today is I want to draw a graduate for you so that you can hold it up and you can say you graduated first grade. You can even bring it so that I can see it on Thursday when we say our last goodbye, okay? All right, so what you're going to need is just a plain piece of paper. I'm going to use my board today and my black marker. We're going to draw we're going to draw you get to draw yourself, and you're going to have a gown on. We're only going to do from about here up, okay, so you'll have your shoulders, and then we're going to draw a cap. And then when you graduate, there's a little tassel that hangs, and you get to switch the sides. So we're going to draw a graduate with a cap and a tassel. And our school colors are red and black, so you can do your cap and your gown. You can do it all red or you can do all black. I'll let you decide, okay? All right, well, let's get started. If we look at our person, we're going to have our cap about here, our head about here, and then we are going to do the body. So first things first is I want to draw my head. Now I don't want it to be too small and I don't want it to be too big. I don't want it to be too low or too high. So I'm kind of looking up. If this is my piece of paper, I want to go right about here. So a pretty good size head. We don't want a little one or it's going to make it really hard to make this. Okay. And now what we're going to do is we have to draw our neck. So our neck comes right in the middle, not on the sides, and it's not as big as our whole face. So we're just going to go like this. And can you see how my lines kind of curve out? That's what we want. And now what we're going to do is we're going to draw the shoulders. And if you have to pause and go back and rewatch it or fix something, you can definitely pause it and then come back, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to come, if I look at Mrs. Meekum's shoulders, they come out and then they go down, okay? So we're going to do that same thing, come out and go down, come out and go down. And it looks kind of funny right now, so I'm going to take and I'm going to draw a V. So that looks like my shirt. So this is going to be my cap. You can draw some buttons if you want. And if Mrs. Meekum was to do it, I was going to color this red, okay? Now we're going to do the cap. And the cap gets a little complicated. You're going to have to be doing some erasing, and I'll show you where. So make sure you do it really lightly, then you can go back over it. So I want to find the center of my face, and I want to go right to the top of the head, and then I want to go 1, 2, about 2 jumps up. So if you look, almost as long as Mrs. Meekum's finger. Okay, and what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to do a little dot. That is going to be the center of the top of the cap, okay? And now what I need to do, I want you guys to watch Mrs. Meekum first and then go back and do it. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to make a diamond. Can you see how the diamond ends come past the head? That's what you want. And then I'm going to come straight down and I'm going to put another dot right here. Okay, so kind of towards the top of the head. And I'm going to connect this dot to that and this dot to that. Okay, hopefully you're starting to visualize it a little. Now, some of that erasing that I was saying you're going to have to do is right here. So you can take your pencil and you can erase that because we want the hat to look like it's actually on our head, not with seeing our head inside of it. Then what you're going to do is you're going to come to the side and you're going to go down and kind of connect it to the head. And then, can you see how you're coming down and you don't want it to come too far down. You want the hat to kind of sit right here on your head. Then you have to take this line and kind of like a curvy line and you're going to connect it to that line. It's kind of complicated, huh? And then you need to take your pencil and you need to erase this because now this is what is sitting on top of our head. So we can see that our head would be underneath there. And then once you've done your erase marks, you can kind of fix things up just a little bit how you want. That line's kind of crazy, but that is your hat. You just made a cap. And now what we're going to do is right on the top here, we are going to make a little tassel. And how you make the tassel is you want to have like, it's just a bunch of ribbons that hang. So we can kind of do, there's our bunch of ribbons and you can do whatever color you want. And then you can have your tassel that comes down and it kind of hangs in your face a little. Okay, so if Mrs. Meekum was to do this, I would do this red, and I would do this red, And then you could do your tassel. Mrs. Meekum graduated from here, and her tassel was white, black, and red. So I could take different colors of strings, and I could do a red string, a black string, a white string, or white would be kind of hard, but you could even do gray, red and black, and red and black. And that would look really cool. All right, now what we need to do is we need to make it look like you. So if Mrs. Meekum was making this to look like her, you could do your eyes. Color them. Don't color with your pencil right there. Color your eye color. And then maybe give yourself some eyelashes. A nose, however you want. If you want to do this nose, or you could even do this type of nose, or you could do that kind of nose, whatever you think you like. And then your mouth. And you could do that kind of mouth, or you could give yourself more of a cheeky mouth like that. Okay. Now I'm missing one thing. I'm missing my hair. Boys, what you could do, you could just have like a little bit of hair come out the side. Okay, whatever color you want. And then for girls, maybe if you wanted your hair ringleted, remember how we talked about that, how you can kind of just go like that and it gives it the look of a curl. Mrs. Meekum's hair straight today. So I'm just going to come, and you want to come out, not out the side right here. You want to come right where the hat would sit on your head. And you could just give yourself a little hair, maybe a little bit right here. You could take whatever color your hair is and come down. And there you have it. We have our graduate. And we could even write, because we went to first grade in 2019 to 2020. And if you want to write graduate, you could write first grade graduate. Pretty awesome. Okay, if you have time, I want you to make one of these. You just need a white piece of paper, color it. This would look a lot better if it had brown hair or blonde hair and was the cap and the gown was colored and the tassel actually looked more like a tassel instead of just using my Expo marker. If you can make one, you can send me a picture or bring it on Thursday and we can take a picture with it, okay? I would love to see it. All right, first graders, I hope that you are having lots of fun at home this week. I'm already going to start to cry. I'm already missing you guys so much. I can't believe that this is how we have to do our last week of school. So I hope you guys are having lots of fun though. Hopefully you have fun with this, and I can't wait to see your pictures.